Of course, we knew he was going to appeal.
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really Fokios and Fokaramas? I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on, folks? Appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you do everything I told you to do at the beginning of this video. Make sure you follow me on all these platforms here. The spelling up there, don't worry about it. Spell it just like that, and that's what it looks like on Rumble. All right, folks, so as y'all know, the latest news is that Donald Trump got that ridiculous fine that is completely over the top, like overkill, from Judge Engoron, who already had it out for Donald Trump. Donald Trump lawyer came out and she spoke boldly how the judge wasn't trying to hear him. The judge was just doing this, striking this down. Didn't even want to give him a fair trial. Didn't want to give him a jury. There are no victims. There are no people who coming out and saying he did me wrong. There are no psychotic witch-looking people that's like from the movie Fatal Attraction that lives in the woods among squirrels and birds and bees and all type of creatures. There's no weird people like that coming out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all not gonna get that. But anyway, no victims. And yet he's got a fine that's completely, in my opinion, is excessive. If he did anything wrong and they gave like somebody, I guess, look, listen, let me slow down because y'all know when I get to talking fast, whoo. Whew. To my elderly people, I'm so sorry, y'all. Honey, could you just slow down for me? Just slow down a little bit. You talk really fast. Okay. So check this out. Trump is getting a fine that is excessive to the extent to where there are people who are millionaires and billionaires that do not care and don't even really care about Trump's personality. They don't care about much of him as a person, don't do business with him. But even they are saying, this is crazy. They said this. Pretty much a lot of them are collabing together, and all of them are saying, if Trump did do anything that was wrong at all, and they said if his fine was even $2 million, they would have thought like, gosh, that's a huge fine. But $355 million, they're like, that is like some astronomical, ridiculous, crazy overkill. Overkill. And so what it's doing is causing a lot of people who are millionaires and big time businessmen up there in New York. They're pretty much saying, well, I'm going to pull our businesses and we're not going to be doing business in New York then. Because if they could do that for Trump over something that they have no evidence over, can they do the same thing to us? That we don't, if they just want to make up something and say we found something to be wrong, something to be done, found you guilty of fraud, blah, 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 they can just make it up. But before I get even deeper into that, hit that like button for me right now if y'all don't mind. If y'all enjoy what I'm doing, if you definitely like the stuff that I do and you love how I bring it, encourage other people to subscribe to this channel, all right? Check this video out.
So we knew this appeal was coming today. I guess was the earliest it could have been filed. So here's where we stand. $454 million, but $100,000 post-judgment of interest every single day. So while we're talking right now, it's almost like the debt clock. We can just see it sort of inching up second by second. You know, Jesse, I'll start with you. In addition to what is in the ruling today regarding committing errors of law and or fact, a lot of people say there's also an Eighth Amendment part of this where, you know, excessive fines are prohibited.
No, that's right. I think there's absolutely an Eighth Amendment problem with this case. There's any number of constitutional problems at issue with this case. But the Eighth Amendment does basically prohibit punishments that are unreasonable. And there's you have that problem. Then you have the very serious due process issues here in this case, a case where you have a judge that very clearly made up his mind before any evidence was heard, a judge that should have recused himself from the beginning. And I think the one thing that we kind of see from all of this right now is that we have a crisis of conscience in too many judicial chambers in this country right now, where judges are refusing to put their politics aside when they make decisions. They're talking to their colleagues, they're talking to their clerks, they're talking about everyone else about their cases, and listening to the media, and letting that inform them on how they make their decisions rather than getting their information from the courtroom. And that's a very, very real problem that we have
And
going
they're
on right now.
donating.
We got in this case.
They're on the record
Exactly.
for donations. Judge Juan Merchant, who you'll be dealing with for the Stormy Daniels case, also the Colorado judge, who now it's in the hands of the Supreme Court. Doug, staying back to real quickly this fraud ruling here, how unusual would it be for Judge Engeron last week not to have a stay in the amount and all this interest while you're appealing? I mean, wouldn't that just be the normal course to do? You're appealing, so this in effect won't be going through. But no, he has 30 days as of last Friday to come up with this whopping figure.
Well, nothing in this case is normal.
True.
Refusing to grant him 30 days extra time to get the assets marshaled is just breathtakingly preposterous. Imagine standing in a courtroom, Your Honor, my client, as you know, is worth in excess of $2 billion. He needs 30 more days on this, and it's denied. I've never seen that in 38 years. Every single thing about this case, as Jesse said, ruling on liability immediately with no opportunity to present anything. That's a 14th Amendment deprivation of due process. And then, as you said, Bianca, the 8th Amendment, it's an excessive fine. So he's got a lot of very good federal claims, and that's important because the case may one day end up in the Supreme Court, quite honestly.
Yeah, here we go. Donald Trump obviously had a big win in South Carolina. Most likely, according to polls, will win again tomorrow in Michigan. So he'll be pushing forward. The RNC is putting up a resolution, Jesse, talking about trying to say that RNC money won't go help Donald Trump's legal funds. Do you have any take on any of that, or why they're doing this, and where do you stand with that? I know there's a GoFundMe for Donald Trump and other things for his legal help as well.
Well, I mean, what I'll just say about the RNC is there certainly are some RNC members who unfortunately still are never Trumpers, and I don't think that resolution is necessary one way or another. I think Chris LaCivita has been clear that that's not the plan. But rather than get into the weeds on that issue, the important thing right now is that we all come together as Republicans in this most important time in our country's history to fight back against these bureaucrats who want to continue to take over America and continue to make their will the law, rather than allow the American people to choose who the president's going to be. Because all we see in courtrooms across America right now is election interference by judges, and we all must come together as Americans, and certainly the Republican Party, to defeat that.
That certainly was the message at CPAC, very successful CPAC last week. Final 20 seconds to you, Doug, to finish off on what Jesse just said.
Well, isn't it ironic that the left accuses the right of trying to undermine democracy when that's exactly what they're doing?
Well, here we are. We're watching this very closely. Great analysis, and great to see you both, Jesse and Doug. I appreciate both of your time today.
Yeah, so, as y'all heard, he's appealing, and hopefully this in-between appeals court will look at it for what it is. Absolutely crazy, absolutely over the top, knock it down. Trump's going to go on and keep on doing his thing. Now, if it was to go too far, and from what I'm being told, if it was supposed to make it all the way up to, like, let's say if this doesn't work with this appeals court and he has to take it to the Supreme Court, hopefully it don't get that far. But I'm even told that even in this appeals process, they're saying like it can take anywhere from 1.5 years to 2 years. By that time, he's going to be in the office of being the president by then. I'm just throwing that out there. Y'all know some of you going to get pissed. How you know Trump going to lose again? I'm just throwing it to throw shots at y'all. Stop it. Stop it. MAGA, ultra MAGA. No. So anyway, the point in saying all that is during this appeals process, I didn't know that there is still going to be like these, y'all heard an interest rate of $112,000 a day. That means like probably in, let's see, in my whole career, Donald Trump, in a matter of maybe 3 weeks, completely outdid what I made my whole medical career thus far. No, wait a minute. 3, 6, 9, 12. No, I won't say that. But yeah, I would say that, yes. And most people, $112,000. Did they say a day or an hour? I don't even know what they even said because I just got over that. But anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that we have to look at it from what I've told you guys before in previous videos. Look at it for, although this is happening to Donald Trump, you got to look at the people that's doing it to Donald Trump. The people that are doing this to Donald Trump, you get to see the swamp creatures. I mean, he kind of looks like one. Oh, I might get in trouble for that. Oh, that guy behavior, I don't like what he said. I don't like the things. He shouldn't be able to talk like that. If you are not able to say what you want to here in America, and this is a judge in New York, in Grand, you, sir, don't believe in the Constitution, the thing that you swore an oath to pretty much preach and teach and protect and stand by. But you don't believe in free speech because you want Trump to have a gag order to where he can't say certain things because you don't like some of the things he say. Absolutely ridiculous. To me, I'm believing that this appeals court is going to see this for what it is. They see all shenanigans and everything being thrown there, going to find it absolutely, like they said, that's an egregious amount. And they're probably going to overturn that right there. We'll see. What do y'all think? Got a few questions for y'all. Do you think that this is excessive what this judge is doing? Do you think that this is a witch hunt by the judge? Other question I want to ask y'all is this. Do you think that Trump is going to be the 2024 president? Leave it in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys because I'm interested in seeing y'all comments. Y'all see I leave a heart by whenever y'all do leave something, all right? Appreciate that. Don't forget, get into those cell phones. Let somebody know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys on the next video, all right? Appreciate y'all. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.